Okay, it says it's preparing.
Hey, welcome
Okay.
to YouTube Live. It's Anthony Meisner.
And Mandy Pallone at Fairway Mortgage. We're
We
in
couldn't
two
be
different
together
locations.
today.
Yeah, right?
So here we are on Zoom, but we thought we'd still give you our top three updates. Today, we're going to talk about buyers.
And the things that we need to know for them. So let me see if I can share my screen. Here we go. It's preparing. All right, there you go.
Okay. So top three things that buyers need to know. Let's look at number one.
We're in two different locations. Oh,
Maybe
sorry.
you're just
We've
playing a
got,
video in the background. That's fun.
sorry. Okay, go again. There we go. Can you see?
Yes, I can see just fine. All right. So number one is inventory is low. This is good because we have fresh new data for you hot off the presses. So take a look at this. It'll catch up here eventually for us. All right. So active units on the marketplace are pretty well right where they were last month, 592, not even 600 units on the market. This trend is following like 2019 pretty well, right? So pre-pandemic style feel, but 2019 was a rising inventory year. I think we're going to feel something very similar to that for a lot of reasons. But look at the new inventory. It rose by 30% from February to March. So that's an awesome sign. If you're a buyer, you definitely want to get out there because there actually are houses to see. I think that's something we haven't felt in 3 years.
I know my buyers are definitely, they're going out almost every weekend right now because they're seeing new stuff, they're getting alerts. And, in a really competitive market, we start to see people going out on the weekends, but I'm getting a lot of my contracts during the week too. So if it's super competitive, it's almost like weekends only, but we're still getting a lot of contracts during the week too. So
yeah, it's a really good sign. What about number two, Mandy?
all right, number two, lots of buyers, lots of competition. So I'm seeing competition on all levels, at all different price points. And the really pretty houses, I'm seeing anywhere from 7 to 11 offers. And it's definitely making a difference. And here's the stats to prove it.
Yeah, so buyers are actually up 24% in under contracts. That's not as much as we're up in new listings, though. Keep in mind, we had 30+% more new listings. We only had 24% new under contracts or actives go in. And so we're only 8% off of last year, though. This actually gives me a lot of hope because last year interest rates were stellar right now. Things were going completely nutso. And here we are only 8% down in under contracts. But what that means is you won't have all those crazy bidding wars, people overpaying for houses. You don't have a lot of just the madness in the market, right? So this is a good time for buyers to get out there and shop and not feel so pressured like they did a year ago and actually be able to get the home that you're looking for. The other side of this shows our month supply of inventory at 1.7 months. It hasn't changed all year yet, right? It's very flat and it's going to start picking up. There will be more inventory on the market. So it's not an inventory problem right now. It's really low, but the sellers have all of the cards, right? Like they're the ones, this is a seller's market. So they are the ones who are able to negotiate the hardest, and buyers are basically kind of left with that. Now that's going to change the longer you wait into the year. But like Mandy's going to show you in a second with interest rates, if interest rates come down, more buyers will enter the marketplace. So you really want to shop early and often.
Yep. All right, next, this is a true spring market. So you want to go over these?
Yeah, pre-pandemic for sure, right? Look at that green line, that's 2019. You're going to see the average days in the MLS trend down all the way through May and then kind of back up like normal. But it takes 39 days to get a house under contract right now. So you do have time to look. You do have time to shop. If you're a seller out there in the marketplace, it is probably not going to sell the first weekend, right? And that's okay. Or if it does sell the first weekend, it could be those primo houses like you were talking about, right? But the other side of this is a true spring market. Look, we've seen the list to sale price rise every single month, but it's not out of control. Look at those giant mountains above us from the last couple of years that were just completely unsustainable, right? And so I think this is a really good sign to show that the average home on the market is selling for 99.8% of list to sale price. that's a really true spring market, right? We have some bidding wars, but it's not out of control. You see it, you're going to see them, in those lower price points more than anywhere else. And, it'll peak out somewhere around April or May or even June. So be prepared for this to get a little bit more extreme before it gets better, but nothing like where we were in the past.
Yeah, I talked to an agent just, I think yesterday, and I said, she said, my seller is getting really impatient and they want to pull their house from the market. And I'm like, what? Well, but we're at like 46 to 39 days on the market. And she said, oh, really? And so it's important to stay tuned in to these stats if you're an agent, because you just want to know, like, okay, what can I be telling my sellers? That average days on MLS 39, that's something that they need to be prepared for.
Yeah. And honestly, 39 is really attractive for the moment. It'll get into the, maybe 20s or 30s, but it's not going to get much better than that.
Yep. All right. Next thing, here's the chart I share each week. This is interest rates. So up means good, down means bad. And, this is covering from beginning of January all the way to present. And we're on this beautiful upswing. So that means rates are coming down. We're officially in the fives for people with higher credit scores. And I'm thrilled about it. Couldn't be happier to be in the fives. And we're on a trend where we're not locking right now. I'm trying to hold out for some of my buyers and trying to get them a little bit better interest rates right now. And we're going to wait to see what happens. The second we start to see a little shift in the market, we lock their loan. So with this, great upswing right now, we're going to hold and wait and see what happens. Here's the national average for interest rates. And look, it shows right in between the beginning of February or beginning of March, sorry, we were at over 7%. So negative, not doing very great, but now we're trending better. This is about 6.25 is the average. The company I work for has a little bit lower interest rates. We're probably 5.99, 5.875 right now. So
That's
happy.
So great to hear.
Yeah. So once we start to see, consistent fives, I think we're going to have a lot of buyers out, and they're going to be, it'll be summer. Kids will be out of school. People are going to start looking, for their next place, and we're going to have a busy summer is what my prediction is.
I think you're totally right. And we're going to see a lot more listings come on the market too once those buyers enter. So, this is a good time to get out there early before all the craziness. But honestly, like a month or two ago would have been even better. Yeah. So you can definitely always find a good deal in the wintertime. Yeah. It's going to happen, right? So here we are, true spring market. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of buyers. There's a lot of sellers. It's all coming full circle, but this shows a lot of good health in this market, which is what I really am happy to see.
Totally. Yep. Okay. Well, thanks. Hopefully the live turns out not botched and we will like it. So reach out to me, Mandy Pallone at Fairway Mortgage anytime. And
I'm Anthony Meisner with Land Title. You can get me anytime as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe to